So yeah, there you go. So look, this is going to be mute. It's going to go, you know, it'll be fine in a couple of weeks. It'll be fixed, but it just shouldn't be released like that. I mean, it's not a me problem, is it? It's not a you problem either. It's a their problem. Really? $70? Come on.
Nevertheless, grave danger I fear in this training.
That button. Continue. Make a nice smooth look. Look there. A lot of pressure here. this during Discord, and I'll have some odd random stream during the week, and I'll see you then, folks.
Yeah, that's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you next time.
We will certainly make some buttons and stairs special there, folks. See what happens. See, it's climbing all over the place. No wonder I'm crashing my buttons. Right, those buttons. It's time for us to sign off. I think she wants to treat. Do you want to treat with the buttons? Do you want to treat? Okay, just look at me until I actually get off the stage. Excellent, folks. Pleasure as always. You too. See you next time.
Oh, there. Sorry about that, folks. Greetings, welcome to Friday. It's Friday, Buttons. Sorry, yes, Buttons knows that already. It's Friday, everyone. You know that too. We're in Heathrow today, that's why the noise. Oh God, the noise is shocking in Heathrow, folks. It's just not on. Let's just have a look inside the Let's have a look inside the cockpit here, folks. No, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do this. I want to do that. There we go. Oh, that was Buttons. That wasn't me. There's nothing to do with me. Note to self, a small joyful talk in the cockpit is not a good idea. Buttons is looking for a treat. Is that what you're looking for, Buttons? I presume it is, because I've hidden little pills for Buttons in the treat to make sure, you know, the producer doesn't get an infection during flight. Yes, you've taken that. You swallow that. There you go, Buttons. Because loads of treats there. Welcome, everybody. Anyway, sorry, as usual, I'm going to give myself a half an hour to get the stream started and the aircraft switched on and all the thumbnails and all that kind of nonsense. So I'm always a little bit just on the edge there, folks. Right on the edge. Greetings, Robert Times is with us. Robert Times is here to rescue us, folks. Robert Times on Twitch says, evening grip. A bit tired, because you were up very early this morning, Robert Times. He says he's a bit tired, but ready for duty. He says, not going to do a second leg, I think. Yeah, neither am I. He says, he's not going to do a second leg because tomorrow the alarm clock will be off at 3 o'clock a.m. Today it's 4 a.m. So he said, I'm not an early sleeper though, so one leg will be fine. That's what I'm doing today. It's Friday. You're all going out for beers, so we'll do one leg. We'll go from Heathrow to Dublin on the 737, which I'm still learning. But I have managed to switch on the battery. That's all I've done, really. I switched on the battery. Where are you? Battery. Very dark. Hotel. Where are you? Where are you? I got it. Oh, it's here because it's closed, you see. There we go. Battery's on. There we go. I switched on the battery. I switched on the ground power. I connected the ground power. I haven't even lined the navigation yet, so we're going to put that to nav 1 onto 2 and 1 onto 2. So the nav will take a few minutes to kick off there, as you all know. And that's it. That's all I've done, really. Hey ho, folks. Let's just decrease the... Yeah, there we go. You can see things there. So, oh, what's this here? Oh, yeah, that was me earlier on. Knowing all this stuff. Let's get rid of the stairs. I don't want that. We can close down the stairs here. Oh, back to entry chatmate. Okay. Let's get rid of all the water and the lavatory and the maintenance fan, you know. Let's get rid of the ground power. Now, I'm going to leave the ground power on, I'll tell you what. Well, let's get rid of the aircon unit there. I was just fiddling around with it before the stream there a little bit too much, you know. Now, I have put on the APU as well. And the APU is started. So what I haven't done is put on the power for the APU. So the APU now is generating, and we can switch off the ground power. Very nice. And we can get rid of the ground power unit, ground services there. You can go. I haven't done something in the right order there. Yeah, so welcome everybody. I hope you're all doing well. Ninja Squirrel's here. Hey ho, Ninja Squirrel. How are you doing? I hope you're well. Then Robert Time said on Twitch, I'll get to the YouTube down in a second. Turn on the Pro Heat after engine start, not before. Or leave it at auto if you have chosen that option to be installed. It's actually in your checklist, I believe, after engine start. Yeah, we see the probe. You're right, Robert Times, because even with the little airplanes, you're going to switch on the Pro Heat while the aircraft, because it might overheat, is the thing. So you got to read the manual of the aircraft, because if you have it on the ground, it might overheat. They shouldn't, but you know, because the air will cool it, etc. Yeah. So thank you. I'll try and remember that, Robert. Do I have it in auto? I think it's... Where's it? Peter, there is the windows, and there's the probe heat here for all the probes. Only time the probe heat, says Robert Times, is turned on before engine start is in freezing conditions. That makes sense. So 3 degrees or less with visible moisture. The pitot tubes can become very hot, so it's a safety hazard for the ground crew to have it on during pre-flight. Also, if the covers are still on the tubes, they'll melt. They will melt. You're absolutely right. Something you've got to keep an eye out for. So it's more of a safety issue. Of course, it's such an advanced airplane, they're not going to overheat and not work on they on a 737 these days. So we're aligning our nav here. That's great. And have we got anything yet? No. We got to upload our flight plan and all that kind of stuff. As you can see, I had a look at the weather in Dublin. Oh, it's cleared a little bit now all of a sudden. And in the title I have possibly a blind landing there, don't I? Well, let's hope I'm right. I had to get rid of the possibly because it wouldn't let me put in so many, you know, it's too long, you know. So the weather changes, as you know, very quickly in this part of the world. Let me get my checklist. Let me get the checklist here. That is for the 737. Gotta make sure I have the right checklist. Gotta make sure I have the right checklist, folks, you know. Let's get the column area sorted here. Let's make sure I have the right controls. Yes, I do. Flaps are up and the brake good and everything else is fine. Great. Is that trim wheel actually move? Oh, I love that. I love that. You see what I'm doing here? Trim wheel. Oh, you can't really see it. I have one down here. Fascinating. Okay. Oh yeah, I knew there was something. I was stalling on purpose because I knew there was something. Right? And that is YouTube comments, folks. Let me just get those comments up here so I can say hey ho. There we go. God, lots of people on the comments here, folks. YouTube, welcome to Arrogant Star Gravy. Hey ho to you. Clappy D's with us as well. Hey Clappy D. Von Beardingham's with us. Howdy doody. Von Beardingham says, cone of shame, what happened to the pup? Buttons hurt her paw. So she had another little incident, so I have to put the cone back on. And she's getting little antibiotics and I'm washing her feet and all that kind of stuff. So it's just her nail, dog's nails can come off apparently. So I'll just make an extra. I do what the vet told me is what I'm doing. So I have to put the cone back on, you know, because if dogs gnaw on it, that's not good. They are allowed to lick it a little bit, so I'm just being cautious. She doesn't seem to mind the cone at all. She's happy. It's not like... It's like she's not sore at all. It's like she's fine. A little bit of a skip, not a limp, a little skip, but she'll be fine. But she's still doing her job there, looking for food. So all good, all good. David White, hey ho, how are you? He says hello, Gripper. David White says finally Easter holidays. Oh, is it Easter? I never pay attention to. I never pay attention. They mean nothing to me. Is there a bank holiday coming up or something? I know it's. You're looking at me going, "What? You got two heads?" And they don't mean nothing to me anymore. Bank holidays, because I'm not working strictly from 9 to 5. You know. Shady says, "Oh no, what's Button's been up to?" Yeah, Shady, she just cut. She fecked up her nail. Do you know? Fecked up her nail. I'll explain it the way if you want more information on that. I have it on TikTok. I have a Buttons channel on TikTok. It's a long story of how I got started doing that. It wasn't intentional, really. I just do it. It takes 2 seconds to put a video on. It's just a bit of fun. Oh yeah, if you want to look on TikTok, it's I think it's Buttons the Jedi Dog, or it's the Jedi Dog Buttons. I don't know why I did that, but it's Jedi Dog Buttons. You'll see Buttons there on TikTok. David White, CS12 ruined the performance. Update 12. Yeah, David White, SU12. Update 12 ruined the performance. They always have. They, you know, I have to say, David, right? If I were one of the kind of big men in Microsoft Flight Simulator there, it's too loud to look outside. Why is that? Hang on. I'll finish what I was saying there. If I was a big wig in Microsoft, I'd be going, whoa, 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 right? Guys, stop. Fix everything so you have a proper platform to build on. I know that's easy said than done. Just get it working. Just whoa, you know what I mean? And stop annoying people with bugs and stuff and little things like it's a flight simulator. The ILS should be accurate coming in at least ish, because it's bringing you in too high if you obey the ILS. things like that, and the bugs and crashes and stuff. But look, it is a PC and it's always been crashing, but it works mostly, and it's a fantastic product. I'm not putting them down or like whoa, I couldn't do what they do. Wow, it's seriously 21st century. But just fix the stuff because they get ahead of themselves. I know developers, I know what they're like. We'll talk about that if you want to. Algron Star Gravy, nothing shady buttons is wearing a shirt and collar. Yeah, she's fine. What's the add-on you have for all the passengers in the terminals? Passengers in the terminals. I don't have it von Birmingham. Do you know what? Some of the airports have passengers in the terminals, right? Now this is a Sobo, I think, so there's going to be nothing inside, right? This is a Sobo. You will notice von Birmingham that a lot. You will notice that an awful lot. Airplanes all over the shop. You will notice in some of my downloads there are sceneries for the actual airports I'm downloading. It's not an add-on, it's just the scenery. Some of them have people moving around. For example, which I love, which I really like, you'll see here people walking around, you know, here, for example, a bit of life going on, and that's the actual airport add-on, you know. Some of them don't move at all, some of them do. I think the moving ones are great. That's a big thumbs up for me when I see a scene where people actually physically moving. Just that they don't have to do the interior. I'm not an interior man. It's a flight simulator, not an airport simulator or a terminal simulator, you know. Just to see a bit of life. It just adds that little, you know, immersion. So that's what I have. Let me just read that again to make sure I've answered your question. What on do you have for all the passes? Yeah, so it's not a lot, it's just scenery, you know. Some of them do, some of them don't. Why aren't we getting... No, you haven't loaded our flight plan here. Foxtrot Delta, greetings to you and David White. Hey ho, I didn't get in Bell's Heathrow yet. No, I haven't seen it because I'm waiting for it to come out of Flight Sim, to be honest with you. And I don't want to be going to InBuilds and then somewhere else. I'm using Orbex as well. Their distributor, they're quite good actually. I'm not using a third one because then you go to flatten the whole Flight Sim and you forget and you're going, where was that? Did I buy that airport here or there? It's all over the shop. Even if they had a link in the simulator to all these stores, I don't know, it's very annoying. Didn't know it was GSX Pro or something. Oh yes, that's right, Van Birmingham. Yes, you could also get GSX Pro. And you can see the people walking up the stairs and coming down the gangways, and they got trucks and stuff, and they got cool stuff. I do like it, but it won't work. It keeps crashing the stream. I tried it and it kept crashing. It's great at home because you can stop and fiddle around with it and try and fix it, but I can't be doing that in the stream. But I will try GSX Pro. You're absolutely right, yes. I will try it again. I'm sure they've had updates. I just said I can't handle it now, so I'll get that working again. So that's the answer to that question. Thanks. Okay, let's get going. Blah 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 blah. Parker brake set. It doesn't seem to do it as a default, which is a good thing. Let's make sure that, you know, parker brake's on now, folks. Battery's on. Standby power. So. Yep. Where's standby power? There it is. It's closed. Of course, it's closed already. Standby power. Great. Fuel tanks. Fuel pumps. Fuel pumps. See, I'm still trying to find my way around. You know. APU is also already started. APU generator. I've switched on to generator. Position lights steady. I think it's up. No, that's down. That's steady there. That's good. That's on. Logo light. We put that on. Logo light on. We put the. I'm looking for the beacon. It's collision lights, isn't it? We put the wing lights on for shits and giggles because it's gonna be dark up there for a while. Cabin lights is required. Emergency exit lights are up here. Good. Passenger signs, yeah, put your safety belts on and all that kind of stuff. Get down, get down. There you go. Packs are auto high. Packs are auto high. Auto high. IRS mode selectors, we've done that already. An FMC set. Right, let's load the flight plan here. Let's go to NetRef. We have to go back to the main menu. FMC. Good. Dual FMC restored. Great. Enter IRS position. We're going to do that now. So pause on it. We're going to go to the next page. Choose the one from the left. Copy that. Go back to previous page. And boop. And there we go. And it's in. And we go to route. Request flight plan. It's in here. And we're looking for... It's alphabetical. London Heathrow. I know there's another way of doing that. There we go. No. 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 I missed it. Oh, I haven't done my flight plan. No bother. Don't take a second. I ain't done my flight plan, folks. It won't take a second. This is how quick it takes. Right, watch this. Sim break, please. Come. It's free. It's great. You know. So this free stuff. It's just absolutely brilliant. It really is. No, it's not offline. Come on. There we go. We're departing from London. Echo Golf Lima Lima. To Echo India Delta Whiskey. Happy days. Aircraft type. We're flying a 737 738-900 739 they call it. I don't know what the 737-900. There we go. Excuse me. We're going to use the I don't know, economy usual. Good, and that's it. You can add to it and that's it. Let's generate that flight, or let's just generate the flight. I don't have to worry about Dublin anymore because it's got the 2 runways in it now, because we're using Dublin V2, which is going to be fantastic. This is my first time coming into Dublin V2. Was it yesterday we arrived into it, or did we let depart? I think we departed. Anyway, let's have a look at our... There we go, it's loaded into the system now, and view the PDF, and let's write some stuff and things down, folks. It does take a while to get started. Now you know why. Now you know why. Half around turnaround times in the real world is quite tricky. Okay, that can go. Use the buttons, you can make work of that piece of paper, please. Rip that into tiny little bits so it's hard to pick up. I dropped my pen, but I always have a spare. Happy days. So Echo Golf Lima Lima to Echo India Delta Whiskey. So we're leaving Heathrow. Let me zoom in that for you. You see that? Maybe one more. Flight plan. There we go. I'll copy and paste that down in a second. We're leaving Heathrow 27 right. I'm gonna have fun taxiing around here, folks. The star is Uniform Mike Lima Alpha Tango 1 Foxtrot. We're going to arrive into Dublin into 28 right. That's your runway, and our instrument is going to be Bagzo. Our star 3 Lima. Very nice. Our altitude for today is going to be, where are you? Alright, 30,000 feet. Flight level 30. Or 300. Flight level 300. And our transition altitude for Heathrow is... Go. Just anyone will do. I think it's 5,000 feet. Does my memory serve me well? No, it's 6,000 feet. My memory does not serve me well. I'm disappointed. Trans 6,000 feet. There we go. That's all I need to write down. That's pretty much all except for notes when Robert's helping me out. And that is the flight plan, folks. I put that into the chat there. Control V. That's into YouTube and into Twitch. Now, I was saying yesterday. Right, I was saying yesterday, bear with me, Robert, till I get the bit further in. I just stand by with the comments there and I'll get to them. Oh. Okay, so our flight plan is loaded now. So Robert's probably warning me about this here. Request. Menu. He's warning me about something here, I know it. That says 8 this time. Now what we can do, instead, because we might have 30 in here, right? We can go company route. So we're going to Echo Golf Lima Lima to Dublin. Put that in the company route. Oh, invalid entry. Okay, let's do it the other one then. Let's go into flight plan request. Oh, previous page. No. No, I'm messing it up again. Come on. It's a bit slow there, wasn't it? There we go. Echo Coffee Lima to Echo India Delta Whiskey. There we go. In you go. Thank you. And select you. It'll take a while to load it. Flight plan request. Yeah, request it. Don't, just ask me once. That's going to say, I found it. Do you want to load it? Well, yeah. You know, it's just 2 steps. Upload. Okay, load. And there's probably something else now happening. And it's uploading there. I'd love to know how that's actually done, just out of curiosity. So Wi-Fi is a different system. It's an airline system. Oh, you got to activate it as well. See, I told you there's another step. It's a big thing in computers. Is you know, too many clicks. Too many clicks, folks. There we go. That's a flight plan per finish. So it's got our 0 fuel weight reserves. I'm going to put 1 in there. You got to have reserves, otherwise, thanks to Robert, your L11 and P11 may not work, or one of them may not work. Cost index will do 50 for shits and giggles. Flight level. Now, it's say 25,000 feet 500 here, okay? If you're flying the PMDG, don't take it off SimBrief because it screws everything up. Do it in here, take it, what it gives you. I don't know why. Right, so I'm going to go 255. So flight level is 2255. Because that seems to screw it up on me, I discovered. That's my pen. Flight level, changing that. Flight level 255. Now I know Robert has loads to say here. We'll study that in the cruise, Robert. Okay, 6,000 feet is the transition altitude. I just spotted it there. There we go. Execute N1 limit. Good. We've got to go into route here now, and we got to decide our legs here. Sorry, arrive at departure. We're going to set that up as well, otherwise we won't get our V-speeds for obvious reasons, because we won't have a runway. We're making off 27 right, and our SID is I'm looking for it, next page. Uniform Mike Lima Alpha 1 Foxtrot. That's it. Boom. Execute him. Back into arrival departure. We're going to arrive into Dublin, into runway 28 right. Where are you? Next page. Right, that's 28 right, thank you very much. And bags up. It's left at the O. It always leaves one to 3 Lima. There we go. No. Bravo Alpha Golf. Bravo Alpha Golf. Sierra Oscar 3 Lima. This one here. It leaves out a digit here. I don't know why that is. So that's it. Just double checking. Bravo Alpha Golf Sierra 3 Lima. That's it. Left out the O there. What I have from SimBrief. I don't know why it does that. Execute that. That's it. I'm just doing the bare bones here, folks. We're getting from A to B. I'm learning, so I'm calling it. We can get from A to B. That's the skeleton. Then you got the meat and the bones and all that kind of stuff. So that's that done. I have no particular procedures for this. I'm kind of going as we go. Let's just check everything. Net ref ground, N1 limit. Yeah. Good. And flaps 5. And center of gravity is taken in from SimBrief. And there's our free speeds 153, 155, and 164. Happy days. And that's all good. Performance. Anything else in there? We want the weather there. Let's get the... bear with me. I'm using my brain here to remember. I gotta remember this stuff. Oh, it's only an approach, isn't it? Oh, I'm looking for the weather here. Should upload the weather. No. It was in descent, isn't it? Yes, forecast. Let's get the winds, and that'll take the real world. Winds from SimBrief. Happy days. I'm gonna look at Robert's comments here. It's waiting to load. Robert is... Oh, God, Robert. There's loads of stuff in here. Oh, hang on. For the perf init page, fill in what you know and leave it alone for the rest of the flight, unless you want to change the cost index in flight. Well, can you do that? Okay, I thought that'd be a big no-no. The perf init request only loads wrong data. It is not yet integrated with SimBrief. You said don't. Sorry, Robert, I didn't get your emails at all yet. Perf init request loads the wrong data. It is not integrated with SimBrief. Thank you, Robert. So don't do that. Okay, great. Thank you. I'll just read the rest of Robert Times comments on Twitch there for you all. For a quick flight plan, loading, you can also just fill in the company route. I tried that, yeah, and I stuffed it up. You're absolutely right. Thank you, Robert. On the RTF page. Also, the last one for Robert, you can take it off SimBrief. It will only change if you press perfinite request. It will load the wrong value since it's not connected to SimBrief, or if you select SID or star with hard constraints, it's different than your cruise altitude. Okay, cool. Thank you, Robert. You're absolutely a star here. Thank you very much. Now I'm going to get to the YouTube comments while we're in the cruise. Forecast uplink ready. Oh yeah, it wants to load now, and then it'll probably say activate now as well to keep us waiting here because we got, you know, limited time. You know. Oh yeah, cause okay, yeah. Hit yeah. Keep pressing buttons. Yeah, great. Transit. I didn't ask for. I said 6,000 feet. Great. That's everything done. What if I stuffed it up, right? Oh yeah, we didn't check our route. Let's go to plan mode. Let's get some music here. This is just disgraceful. Let's get some music going here, folks. A little bit of ambient music. Oh, this kind of start music we usually seem to be playing every time. Okay, let's move it along with the music. Let's move it along. Let's go and get the checklist out of the way. Okay, we're down to FMC on the checklist now. I gotta check the route. Let's not stuff that up. We've got to go to 40 miles. We're in plan mode here. Let's step it across. That looks good. Boom, 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 boom. Who's in the room? Boom, 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 boom. Lots of waypoints. Stop a climb. Yeah, yeah, great, great, great. Penal. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Top descent. Happy days. That's good. Step, step, step. And into Dublin. Please don't do the whole ring. Oh, it's done the whole ring thing. Okay, fine. I'll do that. And then, oh yeah, it's doing what's called is the. I remember doing the little airplanes. The ARC. I'm thinking better start deleting waypoints. We'll do it in the cruise if we have time. There is a discontinuity in Dublin, as you well know. Well, we may not know. I didn't. I wasn't too sure. It's all radar vectors, so this nonsense doesn't happen, right? Copy you and paste you there and execute you there. You see this line here? That's a problem. Execute that, and there we got the magenta line all the way in at a nice angle to intercept the ILS from 10 miles. That looks like 10 miles to me, so happy days. That's all fine. I'm pleased with that. Let's get our map down to map mode now and back to 10. Mouse. If anyone gives out to me about this, I'm awesome. Do you fly an airplane with a mouse, mate? No. Okay, so FMC is done. Confirmed transponder. Yeah, we're going to set that later on. ILS max speed set. So our V speeds are as follows. Where can I go quicker here? Bear with me. Using N1 limit. Brain is learning. Okay, so V2 is 164 knots. Let's put that in. 164 knots. Which switch will I use here? Oh, this one over here. 164. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Adding a few knots to the wife and kids there. ILS max speed's gone. Heading and takeoff runway. The runway we're using is 28 right. Let's just get it right here. Let us go to Navigraph charts. And we're coming into Dublin. No, we're departing from Heathrow. No, that's not right. We're departing 27 right. 269. Which one do I use now? 269. There we go. Now. $269, happy days. Altitude, we're going to put it right up to our cruise, which is flight level 25, 500. 25,000 feet. We'll just put it at 25. How do you do? Oh, right, here we go. I've got the switch over here. Just such a good car. Oh, great. 25,000 25 2 foot. Yeah, that's fine. 35,000 feet, 500. Initial altitude, yaw damper. Let's get that as above my head now. I know where it is. See the way you get the hang of it there? This thing is in my way. I don't know what that yoke is for. It's must be very annoying. Click off, go away. There we go. There's the yaw damper there. Yaw damper's on. Window heat. Let's put on the window heat. Let's get it done before the song's over, shall we? Blah, 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 blah. Good. Oh, that's the pro piece. Sorry, Robert's chucking a mental here now. Thank you, Robert. We don't need any icing at the minute. Let's put the hydraulic. Let's follow the checklist. Flight altitude set, landing altitude. Okay, so we're going up to this whole subject here. I gotta learn about this thing here for shits and giggles. We're going to 25,500. Come on. Hey. There we go. I don't want this to 200. We just put in 150 feet there. I think it's 250 feet actually in Dublin, if memory serves, and it does. Flight directors are both on now. So you wouldn't want to be under pressure. Let's see. Oh, I'm going to have to arm that anyway. Flight directors are on. The tiny switches for some reason that are kind of well hidden. There we go. 1, 2. I put on the auto throttle as well. LNAV and VNAV. You can come on as well. There we go. Minimums reference. That's for coming in. Minimums for coming in. We'll do that in the way. Doors closed, which we've done. For engine start, auto throttle is armed. There we go. I was a bit ahead of myself there. Fuel pumps are already on. Hydraulic fuel pumps. Hydraulics. Oh, I'm out of time. We're out of time, Cripper Sim. We're out of time. Anti-collision light on. I put that on already. Yeah. Ground equipment, getaway, and engineer clear. Let's get rid of all the ground stuff, folks. Go to menu. It takes a long time. I feel like I've been here for ages. Flights and actions and ground surface. Did I get rid of everything though? No, get rid of the ground power. I don't need you. That's everything. And wheel shocks. Go away. Wheel shocks. That's everything being removed there. Gates can go away now, please. And request pushback. No beep beep beep. Do you know? Yeah. Oh look. A little rainbow, folks. A little rainbow. It's going to be interesting weather. I hope Dublin's shit weather. I hope it's absolutely awful. I hope I hope it's like right down to the ground. You know? Okay, I'm going to read some of the comments here, folks. I can't be ignoring. I'm going to go on YouTube read some of those comments there because I ignored you. Foxtrot Delta, you have time. What gate are you at? I don't know. Hang on. It's not going to tell me. It's not going to tell you, folks, because it's a SO boat. Doesn't tell you. It's not a fancy payware, I'm afraid. Sorry about that. You'll see me anyway, you'll see my tag. And what server? Always the North European server, Surrounded Philip. Always the North European server. So it won't change on you. Clappy D, thank you for helping out. Wow, Clappy D, you're a star. We need a round of applause. Or at least a bark. But can you bark to say thanks? Clappy D. Yeah. And a bit of applause there, Clappy D, helping out, folks. Oh, hey! Clappy D. We hail you. The joys of Microsoft Flight Simulator, Random Phillips. Such fun loading times and bugs, I know. Foxtrot Delta, hey how? A310 looks easier than the 737. Yeah, the Airbus is easier than the 737. Companies saying the hood, David White. It's lashing in Dublin right now. That's the latest comment. David, thank you. That's what we want. We want it to lash in Dublin. Right? The tug is pushing us. Right? And I got the brakes on. Alt L to get rid of my headlight there. I want the tail to the left, but can I? Can I? Yes. Yeah. That's it. Charts. Tail to the left. Oh, I got rid of the window. There we go. There we go. Pushback. Tuck's very impatient. Now, if that was real, you know. The tires be gone. There'll be smoke, fire everywhere. Is that music too loud? Let me know if that music's too loud. I turned it down a little bit. Okay. We've got traffic coming, folks. We've got traffic coming. Okay, let's get the pushbacks to pain in the ass. Stop. Go away. I'll do it manually and we'll clap at the wing off someone else, you know. I would like to push back so you can just start push back and forget and he does all the work. Do you know what I mean? Let me know if that music's too loud. It is in my headset. Okay, so let's kick off the engines. Engineering clear and packs off. Yes. Let's not do that again. Packs off. Yeah, okay, let's use the let's use the left side and start the left engine first. APU bleed wasn't on. Sorry, I'm gonna have to go at this stage. Yep. Here we go. Come on, N2. Give me some life here. There we go. We got some life in the N2 there. N2's kicking off there, folks. N2. Inner fan. Outer fan will kick off now in outfield. I don't know. I think Robert's wait till 25, no? It works anyway because the flight's simple. There we go, 25. It'll be 25 by the time we lift the lever. There we go. Engine number 1's kicking off now, folks. Very nice.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this mostly uncomfortable and exhausting flight. We will be taking off shortly. We ask that you fasten your seatbelt
It's going to click into the anyone there kicking off.
Those of you with large oversized
Delta says, have you all players on? I do.
We also ask that your seat and table ties are
North
in your
European server,
position for
Delta.
takeoff.
It does take a while for tags to come up.
Electronic devices,
do you know I had to click there of the switch? Let's go to the right engine now.
Smoking is prohibited throughout this flight, but we will serve large amount of alcohol to ensure that your intoxicate levels are high for those of you who are feeling unruly. Alcohol is provided to ensure your personal intoxication and dehydration on arrival. Those of you who are mentally compromised will also be offered alcohol, but smoking e-cigarettes is mostly definitely prohibited. This will make sense to us for some reason. Thank you for choosing Reaper Sim for your flight, and we hope you enjoy this journey with us.
Yeah, lots of drink. Hang on. Ladies and gentlemen, we're expecting a bumpy flight into Dublin. Please ensure that you drink a copious amount of alcohol as per our custom. Thank you. There you go. That's what I would actually say. I'd get sacked, but I wouldn't care. Yeah! I put on the takeoff there. Okay, so generations 1 and 2 for the engines. I heard the click there, the click of the old switch go back to auto. Very nice. And should we wait longer? Robert Times, I can hear him. By the way, steady position lights are just the nav lights, red and green. Steady position lights. Okay, thank you, Robert. Hang on, let me just ingest that. By the way, steady position lights. Yeah, here. Which is on. Are just the nav lights. So, position, strobe, and steady. Okay, so they mean by steady then, Robert, is that's the nav lights. The green and the red. Green on the right, left on red on the left, green on the right, as you're sitting in the cockpit. Cool. Very nice. So we're not taxiing yet. Bear with me. Pro Pete. Is that right, Robert? Oh, no. I think that's what you said. I'm pretty sure. Get the minute heat. We don't need any icing. Do we need any icing? Let's have a look at the temperature. It's not that. It's plus 11. We'll worry about it as we climb. Wing anti-ice no. Engine anti-ice no. Packs back to auto. We want the APU bleed off now. We want to switch all off the APU. That's what's going to happen next. Packs back to auto. You can do the air conditioning kicking off in. Isolation valve is to auto. Very nice. APU bleed off. There you go. APU bleed off. Look before you press. There we go. I did it already. APU off. Well. I made a boo-boo. I didn't put the generators on from the engines. Don't worry, everything will be fine. It's just not the first time it's happened. I knew it! I knew there was something. What is that? Everything's fine, nothing bad's gonna happen. Flaps. Flaps set to 5. Elevator trim set for takeoff. Okay, elevator trim set for takeoff. No, I don't want you, I want you. Elevator trim is... let me think. I asked for it, Robert. I'm not going to remember. Where are you? Index. Go to performance. Bear with me, I gotta find it here. Nope. 4.79 the trim. So, just let me refresh that again there, folks. You go to index, you go into takeoff, which is logical, because you need the trim for the takeoff in 4.79. Okay, that's done. That's in, that's done. 4.79. That's 4 and a little bit more this way. Right there. Okay, I don't know if there's an electronic indication of that, because in your flight controls the mouse is very fidgety. I don't know if I like this mouse. We want system here, and in the Airbus it does have the actual trim in electronic form, you know. Of course you can test all your controls and all that kind of stuff for its flight sim. It's not going to break, you know, so that's all fine. It does take a long time. Aviation APU bleed, yeah, APU flaps, yeah, elevator trim set flight controls, yeah. Recall. We hit this little button here. It doesn't like something here, and that's because the auto throttle is off, and that means the LNAV and VNAV have disengaged. I wonder what I did there to make that happen. I'll have to review it. Lower display unit, we can switch that off for some reason. Taxi lights on, and let's get out of here. Oh! Wow! Von Beardingham! Thank you so much, Von Beardingham. Von Beardingham has super chatted £10. Super chatted £10 from Von Beardingham. Von Beardingham, you're too good, sir. I really appreciate that. And that supports, as you know, everything goes back into the channel, like sceneries, like I brought up in version 2. All thanks to you. You know, people like yourself. So thank you very much. We really appreciate that, Von Beardingham. A round of applause, Buttons. Would you not? No? Oh, she will. Yes. Anybody? Thank you, Von Beardingham. Yeah, British Airways have just crashed into us there, folks. They're just trying to get ahead of us because we're Lufthansa livery. They don't like us. Okay, taxi lights on. When we turn off lights, taxi checklist. Let's get out of here now. Let's do the rest as we taxi. Now, I'm going to have to pretend he's not there. Take the brakes off. Depress the... Good. Let's add a bit of power here. My levers. You see the levers there? Kind of. Come on, let's go. Let's get this guy away from me now. Get away. British Airways. Collision. You're going through them. We're going through British Airways like a knife through butter, folks. If they added collision detection to this simulator, it'd be mayhem. You know, that's real world traffic there, operation. That's happened. That's why that happened. It's real world traffic. It's not anybody else. So once again, thank you for inviting up. We hail you. So Miranda Phillips says, yeah, I can see lots of other people. Yeah, you'll see everybody. I wish they had an option. That's another thing, Sir Amanda Phillip. I wish they had just friends only on the tags. Do you know what I mean? I wish they had friends only. That would be really cool.
Ladies and gentlemen,
safety
on
brief
behalf
there,
of the
and
crew, I ask that you please direct your attention to the monitors above as we review the emergency procedures to remind you of possible horrific death during this
flight. We'll stop for airlinks here. We'll just
there are 6
here.
emergency exits on this aircraft. Take a minute to locate the exit closest to you. When you are
here out of respect
please
and bow.
from opening emergency
Don't look them in the eye.
during your possible drunk episode during this flight. Should the cabin experience sudden pressure loss, stay calm and listen for instructions from the cabin. Oxygen mask will drop down from above your seat. Place the mask
we will follow the Alicus. We know where they are going.
If you are traveling with the children, make sure.
Oh, there's the Antonov. There's the Antonov, folks. Look. That is the Antonov. Someone's flying the Antonov.
We are unable due to intoxication.
Antonov's been flown, folks. How cool is that? That's one of our boys. Or girls. Let's put a shower second off there. Don't worry about that.
Leave your carry-on items behind. Live route and location.
Oh God, we're going the wrong way. No, I haven't. We're following the Aer Lingus. I know everything will be fine.
Please be aware.
I'm sorry, for harping in British Airways. My apologies. That's very rude.
Also makes sense to ask
it was a Ryanair now. It'd be worse. We haven't seen it. Oh, they don't go to Heathrow. Don't worry, when we get to Dublin, we're going to clobber the shit out of Ryanair. Right? It's British Airways are actually quite good. You know, it appears to me that they're all, you know, they're into their jobs. Do you know? Now, let's just tag up here and make sure. I don't know if I want to go where he's going. I can cheat. No, I'm blocked off. Sometimes the traffic gets stuck here. Let's tag up here and make sure we're tagging up. Oh, it's someone flying. Okay, that's good. It's a human there, and that's real world traffic there. So if the real world traffic doesn't move, that's real world traffic as well. So it's a bit of a traffic jam. That's what's happening, folks. Who else is with us here? Following along. We've got Shady Sim, we've got Von Beardingham in the 88B. Greetings, Von Beardingham and Shady Sim. Who else have we got? Whitfield is with us as well. There's Von Berkshire. No. Ghost Rider's with us as well. He's up there somewhere. And that's all I can see at the minute. Okay, let's just taxi. We'll take the next taxiway and we'll just bully our way forward because it may just stick there, do you know? Let's declutter now for eye candy purposes. Let's just get going here. Okay, so flaps are set. Let's do the rest of the checklist. Taxi checklist. Okay, so and let's do things from memory here. These are going to be on continuous here for takeoff. I know that much. Right. Why isn't the light on? Okay, I have no time for that now. We got taste for continuous engine, nice packs are out. Okay, fine. Trim, we did that. Good. Before takeoff, checklist, park and brake, fine. Fuel flow. We'll just do that now. Central pumps, T-ice required, yeah. Cabin license required. Flight instruments, we're done. There, we got the altitude set. I'm going to put the altitude up to our altitude of 25.5. Oh yeah, do you know what happened? Because I fecked up with the generators there, I let an awful lot of stuff slip, didn't I? See that? A lot of stuff I left out. I think I put it to 148. Okay, we're golden. We've got our way out there. Just a bit of a traffic jam there at the moment. We're trying to skip ahead there a little bit. So altitude, V2, heading. Can we check the V2? Let's do that. V2 is 164. 164. This is what I checked. Which button is it? This one. That was close. That's very dangerous. I put it to 8, didn't I? Oh, I put it to 9. And let's just do what it tells us. Robert might give out to me. Robert just said there, 148 seems kind of low for a 900 with 25 tons of fuel. Yeah, I guessed. That's what happened there. Okay, so coming on to the runway. I don't care about the traffic. It is a flight simulator. So runway turn off lights on, taxi lights on, runway lights on, transponder onto TRA. What else? Reject to take off the brakes, arm the do we arm the spoilers? Okay, we'll let him go. Takeoff data, nav equipment, landing lights, strobe lights, taxi lights, transponder, clock, turbo, all that kind of stuff. Okay. Let's put on the Toby here for shits and giggles. Let's just hold here for this guy. There's some lights there. See, it'll be in a while at Heathrow because it's so busy. So he is waiting for him. You know, let's just go forward a bit before we miss our pace. Oh, there's some lunatic there. Well done. Well done, lunatic person. Now, I know you should put the TCAS and all that kind of stuff on as you're entering the runway, but I'm only one person. Now he's make the other aircraft go around now. This is hilarious. Heathrow. So this guy here, right? He's coming in. He's going to go around now. He's going to go around. Let's tag up. He's going. That's real world traffic. Oh, it's Fly Delhi. Great, well done. He's just doing his checks there. I'll wait till after this aircraft here. Oh, lots of humans coming in and Heathrow today, folks. I gotta go in after him. I'll be here at Vance Von Buckshire. Von Buckshire's coming in. This Jedi guy's coming in as well. He's in Air Force, whatever aircraft that is. I'm gonna have to change the daylight here, folks. It's getting a bit dull. We want to arrive in Dublin in the golden air. Let's just change that. We're on live weather. Here we go. Okay, let's go. Let's go out to the runway. For the love of Jesus. We are now 58 minutes. This is the start of the stream, folks. Takes a while, doesn't it? Now, I'm guessing the people like the start up from the very beginning. Like you, Clappy D. Start the recorder now. Start the recorder, folks. I think, I'm assuming that people like the whole cold and dark start. That's what I'm thinking, okay? Mr. Charlie. That's tags there. I'm trying to do 3 things at once here. There's the line up there. Good, good, good. Just remember the wheels underneath me. Let's hold here and wait for takeoff. Recorder is now on. We've got the recorder started. There we go. Let's fix the camera to be straight and give me a proper seated position. We're all good to go. Let's just go. And if we made a mistake, we made a mistake. 50% of the throttles. That's a toggle button. It's hidden away very clearly. Toga. Let's do it. And now it's disengaged. We don't worry about it as we go. Oh God, come on. Okay, we'll fix it. Getting back at the central line here. Auto throttle disarmed again. What am I doing to make it arm up? You. No wonder. Come on. Big, 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 dangerous mistake there, folks. What? It keeps disarming. What have I done here to make it disarm like that? 110 knots now. Oh, Microsoft just hit the button. Why do I keep... Robert, you might have seen the V1 rotation. Robert might have seen why that happened twice there. The autopilot disengaged, the auto throttle disengaged, so I had to do it myself. Buzzer right gear up and set it accelerated a little bit. It happened twice to me there. Now it's engaged, and autopilot will flick on the autopilot. Autopilot's on, feet off the pedals there now. And flaps have to come up. Let's have a quick look outside. Here we go. We've got our air score for today. It does take a long time with this aircraft, doesn't it? Flaps up to Let's put it up to 2 then. Oh no. Get rid of the flaps there. Gear is up. Let's just keep an eye here and stay in the cockpit for a little bit. 4,000 feet now, because what happens is when I hop outside and I'm shotting away, it's disconnected again, probably can't make the turn. Or the altitude. Yeah, it shouldn't be going more than 15 degrees, I'm reckoning. There we go, now we're back on track. It may have disconnected. I don't know why the throttle disconnected there, I didn't even notice it. Flaps to come up, they're up. Gears up, 5,000 feet. Transition altitude is 6. Let's assume we've given clearance. Let's go to standard then. Standard. And by the way, if I go back here, I wanted it not in inches and hectopascals down here. We're standard. I do tend to rush it a little bit with the whole preparation thing. You know, I'm not giving myself any time to breathe. And I know I make mistakes as I make them, which is not good. So that's standard pressure. So we have brakes off, gear off. Don't need to taxi and runway lights now. I don't know when they switch off the continuous. Is it 10,000 feet? I don't know. I'll have to look into that. Let's have a look at the after takeoff checks. After takeoff checklist. Positive rate of climb. Auto brake. Engine start switch is off. Okay. What when? You know. Okay. Back to auto. Gear lever is in the off position when we turn on off lights off. Yes. Cabin lights is required. Yeah. That's all done. Climb out checklist. Command ARB, that's already done. We've got the autopilot on. Transition altitude, we've already set the altimeter. We're still below 10,000 feet, so we're at 250 knots, so not above. ATC is required. Passing 10,000 feet is the next job. Let's just have a look at here. Flight. Okay. Air conditioning again. A flight. The flaps up. Flaps are up. It's up. About something. Off schedule descent. Okay, this is what's happened before. I don't know why that's happening. We don't need any icing, do we? Plus time. It's going to be hotter to tack because it's compressed, isn't it? Let's have a look and see what Robert's saying. Oh, Robert says it's 40% in one on the Boeing. Okay. Is fuel set to kilograms or pounds? It should be in kilograms. Where do I set that? Flight condition. What's going on with the flight condition? Let's look at the flap lever here. No, that's up. That's up. Flaps are up. Control space to get to your normal seated position. Flight and air conditioning. What have we done here? Ah, no! I thought I'd put on the yaw damper. A lot of things must have disconnected, you know. When I didn't note to self. See, I made a mistake there. I haven't done this before. I put I switched off the APU generators, but let the engine generators being on, and everything shut down and reset. I think it's that reset a lot of stuff. That's my guess, because it didn't happen last time. I didn't make that mistake last time. Because believe me, I'm going to make all the mistakes. It's the only way to learn loads with all the mistakes, isn't it? And now, first of all, I shouldn't be flying blind like that. There we go. We get some views there. So that's my only guess why that's screwed up. Also, off schedule descent, Robert's saying, which is... Oh, it's gone off. Anyway, Robert's saying... No, the message is gone, never mind. He does say, though, it's although it's mute, off schedule descent seems to do weird things lately. Dial it down to slightly below the current altitude and then up again to get rid of it. So it's a little bug. It's not me then, great. But note to self. Note to self, there, coming up to 10,000 feet now. Note to self is that I haven't done that before. I switched off the APU generators before I put on the engine generators, and that's reset everything. And I'm thinking, Robert, what happened is that may have reset the auto throttle. I'm guessing because it was just off. I don't know what happened. We didn't have, was it VNAV we didn't have, or LNAV? One of them anyway. And that happened twice that this came off, so I don't know. The stroker button didn't work. I had to physically put the throttles forward. No, that wasn't good. That makes me want to do the whole flight again. That's guy Robert, your health is absolutely gold dust. Thank you so much. Thank you, Clappy, for putting the link for the stream. Now let me have a look there, and let's look outside here and just get some mic. I'm reading a comment here. But that's very loud outside, right? You were saying, Clappy D, so I could change that way. This is our problem. No, it's not. Very loud outside. Is that too loud now? Can you hear the music? Can you hear me talking? Oh, 10,000 feet. I wasn't too late there, was I?
Ladies and gentlemen, you may realize your safety belt and scramble around the cabin now. We'll be passing out alcohol shortly. Please order more than just one drink at a time, as is customary. The toilets are also ready for use. While you left it to now to defecate is beyond us. Thank you.
Foxtrot Delta, how are you getting on? Are you flying along with us today? Let's tag up and see who's with us where we're in the climb. Tagging up. A lot of people around Heathrow. I've never come out of Heathrow before. On this it. Or in the Hills, obviously. And look at the rain showers there. Look at the columns of rain. That is just stunning. Look. And you know, you go through that, you get rain, the windscreen and everything. It's brilliant. There's Shady Sim. It's just popped in there, Shady. Von Birdingham's behind. I know there's more of you back there, but it doesn't show anybody, unfortunately. You can come alongside my wing anytime, folks. Where was I? I've got loads of things I didn't do right. Oh, there's Von Birmingham down there, look. There's Von Birmingham. I didn't buy the AV8, unfortunately. I'm hoping for Microsoft to sort that out so you'll see the actual aircraft. I've made loads of mistakes here and I'm just come back to me now. I haven't learned any procedures on purpose because I don't want to learn something and then have to. I didn't hit the clock there. I didn't hit the clock to take off either. That's because there was another problem with the tow guy. That's why. I was going, why are we not going up full power? What's going on? And the other one was disconnected and that led me to not switching the clock because I just wanted to go. And that's why that happened. Fascinating. Okay, folks, I'm going to switch off the cameras just for the moment and we're going to get ready for our approach. So I get rid of my face and I get rid of the yoke camera and we'll I'm going to have a drink of my nice beverage for the cruise. We're going to get ready for the approach, folks. This is what's going to happen. Now, before I do that though, I saw a comment there on YouTube. Clappy D says the only way to learn is cold and dark. Yes. Some randomness Philip says cold and dark is best. Great. Okay, cool. Clappy D says it also shows your improvement as you speed up the cold and dark setup. Yes. Yeah, great. Okay. I just thought I'd check there. Because I tend to rush it. Because I think people might find it boring. Because I want to be quick before I can be quick. Do you get me? I want to be shit fast before I can actually be shit fast. So it's like in the Airbus I was, you know, rushing things and trying to get going, and then I make all these mistakes, and you know, now I can fly through that without the checklist. But now I have to go back to the checklist because I'm flying both of them now, you know. So I have to use the checklist as a just a safety net, that kind of thing. But I'll be flying around this. I'm just annoyed about my yaw damper here. That's very peculiar. I love these windows up here, folks. I love that. That's really cool. There's something badly glittering. Okay, let's just make sure we get to Dublin in the golden hour, right? So I'm going to adjust the time a little bit. So we're going to be about there. Okay, let's see where we are. Let's go back to legs here. Let's go to Prague. We've got 267 miles to go. Okay, let's waste some fuel and money and get there faster, shall we? Let's take over the speed. Let's go a little faster, shall we? Why not? Speed intervene. Now remember, thank you. Remember, speed intervene, that tiny little inconspicuous button there. Now we're going 338. So we're going to jam it in just below the red line there. And that'll speed things up a little bit. We're on a constraint here. That's where we're leveled off at 20,000 feet. What is the constraint? That's what's bothering me now. There's a constraints button in the Airbus, but I can't seem to... Not that one. Put the cameras back on here. We'll leave the yoke off, we don't need that. We can't see it here. I'm going to tip now. Where's the constraint button? Shit fast will get you shit, Robert Time says. You're right, I know it. And don't I know it? I know in the little airplanes. I might be in a rush to get to the airplane. And I'll fuel it up quickly and get it organised. But the minute I sit down, Robert, chill out, because the student will follow you then, they'll start to rush. You chill out, and oh, hang on now, don't rush just because I'm rushing up to the airplane and putting that paperwork, whatever. Just chill. What were you doing last night? Yeah, grand. Yeah, take your time with the checklist. And I see it, me doing it here, and I'm kind of doing it on purpose, and it's fascinating to see the mistakes you make. Needlessly, Robert. Needlessly making mistakes. So, you know, well, what if I needlessly slow down on the sim, and I have no excuse then? But luckily I don't do it the real thing, which is great news. Now, so, constraints. You're probably giving it... Data button is constraints. I'll go to the legs page. Oh, legs. Legs. Am I on not in legs? No. Okay, where was I there? It wasn't in the legs page at all. 322 knots. We're accelerating there? Yeah, we're accelerating. Okay, fine. Yeah, I made it happen anyway. So, constraints there, 322 knots. And I'm breaking the law. So, who cares? By ATC, yes, to say this is yes. Where was I there that I got confused? Hang on. Is it a ref? No. Right. Okay, it's that. Now it's gone to max speeds there, okay. Okay, we'll stay in legs for the moment. Now, let's get ready for a approach, shall we? Let's do the rings. Do I have that written down? I have. That's the first item I've written down the checklist. So let's go to our arrival runway. Runway 28 right. Copy you. We will go into the fix page. And we'll pop you in there. We want 5 mile ring. We want a 10 mile ring. No, %. No, /10. That's done. Easy. We need loads of fixes if we wanted to. Great. Engine instruments monitor. Okay, it's a simulator. Fuel quantity check. Oh, no what? Oh god, I got 20. Lights. Yeah, let's check them. Landing lights are off, that's all good. We switched off the taxi lights earlier. We have our... Oh, we've got the logos on, yeah. Strobe. Strobe is steady. Should not be up here now. I should have done that as well. Anti-collision's on, wing lights on. Okay. ATIS. Let's get the ATIS. That's 1,000 feet to go. So we don't have a flight bag of this yet, which infuriates me. So I have to get the real world weather off here. We've got Dublin, and QNH is 997. I love this. Alright, so I don't have to go fiddling around. See down here? Can you see that down there? 997. 7 is set. It may change. Oh, weather in Dublin's improving a little bit, I think, folks. Anyway, Dublin issued on 31st, which is today, at 1900 Zulu, and the wind is 300 knots at 12. Sorry, the wind is coming from 300 at 12 knots. The visibility is 6,000 metres. A slight rain, few clouds, 600 feet, scattered at 1,400 feet, broken up 3,200 feet. The temperature is 10. The dew point is 9. QNH, as we saw, is 9 and 9 or 7. Double checked it there. Temporarily, 4,000 metres. Okay, there we go. New one in there. A new thing in there. It says here, Robert, I haven't seen that before, I have to confess. In that it says or E or A. Or E or A. Let me see if I can find out what that means. I think it's relative humidity, but it's not giving me any numbers, which means something. Anyway, that's the weather. Now you want to put that in here. Now this is a little thing here. You got to put the QNH in here as well, and I can't remember that now. So descent forecast. The winds. Plans living at I thought the plans at Dublin was 5,000 feet. Let me double check here. Dublin transition is 5,006. Oh, no. We're going to be coming into runway 28 right. Going to do a manual. And 5,000 feet. We'll take that. I thought I crested the wings already. Let's do it again anyway. I'd love to know how this works in the real thing. They're not using Wi-Fi, it's something else. Just for shits and giggles. There's the QNH there, Robert. Okay, cool. Not very obvious, is it? We're low weather already. The future's going to be, it's said 997. 997. Yep. Execute. That's for deviation. It's fine. Transition. Fine. Okay, that's that done. Thank you, Robert. Let me do that again, because if I just slip by it, it'll be forgotten. So let's go back to menu here. So it's in the FMC. Let me remember it myself. Descent. Forecast. Descent forecast. Descent forecast. There's the QNH for landing. Menu. FMC. Descent. Forecast. All the weather's in there. And then see with the QNH. Excellent. Done. Lights, Aegis, okay, altimeter check. Okay, so let's make sure we get our minimums and stuff for our arrival. So when we come into Dublin, we're going to be coming down to 2,500 feet. Actually, I don't need to use him. I want to keep that stuff on the screen for you. So I've logged on here to Navgraph on the sim, which is absolutely stunningly brilliant. Come on, Navgraph. Pretty good. 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 To it right. Let me make that a little bit bigger for you. Can you make that? There we go. That's what I want. So the ILS, we're going to come down to 2,500 feet. Let's set that. We're at a cruise now. That's fine. That's all good. Yep. 2,500 feet. Robert Time says the menu key isn't really used in flight. You're already in the FMC for pages and don't have that button to press init ref index. Okay, I thought that as much. It's just for flight sim stuff, isn't it, Robert? Just for flight sim stuff. 2,500. There we go. That's set. And let's have a look. Thank you, Robert. Yeah, so what Robert's saying here, folks, just to clarify that, because you can't see that on YouTube, right, is, I need that guy there, right? I went back to menu there. And he said the menu key is not actually really used in flight. You're actually already in the FMC when you click this, right? So there's no real menu, and because we use the menu here to go to PGMD, set up for the aircraft and all the options for the aircraft and flight sim actions like ground fuel and payload doors and all that stuff. So that wouldn't be in the real aircraft, Robert. So hit init ref, he's saying. Great. Where was I? Let's backtrack. Pick off where we left off. Well, he says, well, it's used in real flights, but not for our current purposes. Okay, cool. Thank you, Robert. So 2,500 feet set. Good. Minimums. Well, let's put in the basics here first. We want... Dublin is... 110.15. Of course, it's a different runway. I went, oh, that's not the one, because I'm thinking of the old runway. 110.15 is the frequency for the radio. Let's use my trusty crap radio here, which is great. 110.15. And boop. Not worried about the first officer today. There's no one there. Just me. Let's confirm that 110 decimal. We can also type it in here as well, which is great. 110.015. Great. And the approach course is 278. 278 in the approach course. Takes a while to that. 278, 278. Happy days, that's done. We got the frequency, we don't have an identifier yet. Obviously, because we're miles away, And I was talking about minimums there. So we're Class C, aren't we? So Class C, we want 415. 415 feet. And thank you to Robert Times again. He showed me this. 415 feet is here. No. Look before you press. Here. You see down here? Can you see it? When I press that button. That is our minimums. 415. Okay, it's going to take a while. La 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 la. 3, 4, 415. You wouldn't want to be in a hurry. 415 setting the bar for minimums. Happy days. What else have we got? All the go-rounds and all that kind of stuff. We're not doing that today though. Let's not read it anyway. Mr. Approach time straight ahead to Delta Whiskey 040, then turn right onto Delta Whiskey 041. It's complicated. Max 200 knots, then proceed to max 3,000 feet to Sid Q. Where is it? It's a hold. Here. To Sid Q. Initiate another approach or as direct. So it's a downwind. I haven't programmed that in though for the go around. 2,500. Anything else here I want to see here? The runway elevation is 215 actually. Airport's 253. I was thinking 253, so I think it's the runway you take it. Right, so 215. They're the closest. 200 is the closest. Happy days. Got a nice long cruise here. Let's get our approach speed organised. We're going to go NITRAF. Index. Approach. We're going to take, I'm going to write that down because that's kind of important. I'm going to take 30 degrees. Flaps at 153 knots. Please. I'll have you. And put you in there. So that's the approach speed, 153 knots. It's a bigger airplane. I'm thinking of 700, you see. I know that goes slower. It's like 140, isn't it? So that's fine. You might add some knots if it's windy and stuff, I believe, there for, you know, there's a whole big subject behind that, I believe. Good. So we're not rushing too much now, which is nice. Localizer frequency, we've got that in. ILS course is set 278. 278, yeah. I had an interesting thought there, right? Top of the set's coming now, we get busy again. That's a new runway. Okay, so I wonder now. A minute. The pole on the it's the same as the other one. Okay, never mind. It's a subject that is big. Great. Okay, fine. 278 it is. Engine switches to continuous on the descent. I'll go from there. I'm going to have a line here. More line here. De-ice. We'll see. We'll put the de-icing on as we come down. Right. So I'm going to put a line there. So when we descend, we actually descend. It doesn't say anything here. Let's check this with regards to top of descent. So I'm going to make it up here. Just going to draw a line here. Break it up. I know you can't see what I'm doing. Everything a bit helps. We're descending now, folks. There we go. Top of descent just happened. We're coming down, and we are going to go back to No, I don't want level change. No, go away. No, I don't want you. No, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to go back to this. I think it'd be endless. I wanted to go back to managed mode. There we go. There we go. I fixed it by pure fluke by frantically hitting the VNAV button there a few times. And now we're back on approach. I should have done that just before the descent because the nose is going to lower and you're going to go too fast, then we're going to bust the red line there. That's what would have happened. It's going to say drag now any minute, I bet you. Drag required. There you go. So now it's going to do the arc. Okay. If I change that now, it's going to screw things up. I would like to go direct from here, for example, to at least, you know, Obinu, whatever that is, waypoint. Or even direct here to here and then in. But if I change that now, it's going to screw the whole plan up, isn't it? You know? Oh, Robert Times. Let's go inside here. There you go. Look at that. Look at all those streaks. Look at that. That's stunning. Robert Times says, you are in Command A, by the way. Last week, you made 2 approaches with Command B activated, which in turn set the right side flight director as master. Oh, I didn't know this. Okay. So what he means there... Yeah, last week I just pressed one of them, and I hit the button here, but it activated this one. That's because it's the weird sim thing. So in Command A, I'm going to read this circuit out. You're in Command A, by the way, which I am. Last week you made 2 approaches with Command B activated. I didn't think it made a difference. Which in turn set the right flight director as a master, meaning the autopilot only used the right side nav frequencies and course selector. Since that side flight director is the master side, you weren't established on the ILS at all, but were guided down by artificial glide path created by VNAV. You actually made quite a satisfying RNAV approach, which is done in the same way. Oh dear. So I didn't know that, Robert. I didn't know that there was a difference between Command A and Command B. I just thought they were redundant and you have to have 2 of them on for a Cat 3 approach, etc. So it's very... So Robert, what you're saying there is if I'm sitting on the left side, I have the Command B. If I'm sitting the right side, I have Command A. Or should I say more accurately, the pilot flying on the left should have Command A. Is that right? And then the pilot flying on the right side, if he's flying, he should have Command B. Is that right? That would help. Interesting. Ah. So that's why I was going, oh, the flight director's telling me nonsense. That's why I was giving out, oh, the flight director's talking nonsense. I'm not following the flight director anymore. So confirm that. That'd be great, Robert. Back to YouTube. We're chatting amongst ourselves. Random Philip and Clappy D. Great. Happy days. Really good. I'd like to cut a whole load of these waypoints off. Can we do a direct here? Robert, would I screw things up if I do a direct? We're too high anyway, as it is. Right, so I'll put on a bit of brakes here. We're too high by... Oh, 1,500 feet. I'm thinking the Airbus is in the front. Let's go to next there. Not too high. Robert Time says that's why it's a good idea to always put the nav radius and courses on both sides, then it won't matter. Ah, that makes much more sense now. Robert also says and the ILS Cat 3 needs both side frequencies and courses as well. So to cover myself, I just do both. In future. Because you want to be checking, if you're flying, you know, in the real world, you want to be checking the other guy has the right stuff as well, no? So I'll do both sides in future, so that will stop that mistake from happening. 110.15. What's done here? Already. Okay. Is that a fluke? No, it's not set. That's 110.50. So it should be 110.15. 110.15. So it's set in both there. Okay. That's great. Let's get this big soft underneath us now. So now, if I do a direct, Robert, let me zoom in here a little bit so I can see. I'm going to do a direct and I'm going to get myself out of trouble. I'm going to go direct to Delta Whiskey 815. $8.14. That's 16 there. No, we're going to go direct to... Could work, yeah, it saves a bit of time. Like I said earlier, Avenue. Yeah, direct. Airbus with the direct button here, you just... What do you do? You go here, copy it. Previous page. And go boom. There we go. Execute. Why does it make me do a circle? Why is it making me do a circle? Oh, I know, because I shouldn't have this backso here. Well, I can go direct to backso now. I'm kind of going to it. Why would it make me do a circle there like that? Copy you. There. Execute. There, fix it. Wow, okay. You were too low. Coming down to 10,000 feet. You've got work to do at 10,000 feet. It's going to keep descending to 3,000 feet now, isn't it? Okay, all good. We've got some rain, folks. We've got the rain in Dublin, folks. Let's update the weather. We've got the soup. Let's go turn off the cameras for eye candy. It's going to start getting busy now very shortly. Note to self, just take the cameras off. Just for a moment. Go on. Okay, just a second there. We want... I forgot this the last time. Continuous. Continuous. Where is the down light right here? Where is the... down light? There we go. Not that. Oh. Dim. There we go. $10,000 feet now. And the lights. Transition altitude is next. So, de-ice. Let's get some de-icing on. What's the temperature? Tap +8. That's compressed though, isn't it? So, I think that's okay though. I don't know, what's the actual outside air temperature? Won't give me the is that all that matters? You know? Okay, we need the anti-ice off. Landing altitude set. Recall. Radios, bar minimums are set. Auto brake as required. We'll put the auto brake to 2. 1, 2. Altimeter is set. Speed 250 knots or below, which we are. Oh no, we're not. I broke the law. Speed brakes. Landing lights on. Yes. Passenger signs on. I took my hand off the speed brake there and I'm in danger of forgetting it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be making our approach shortly. We ask that you take your drinks to your seat and fasten your safety belt. We'll be offering more drinks shortly. Also, we would like to take this time to thank you all of our subscribers and members for supporting our endeavors. If you are not a subscriber on Twitter or member on YouTube, please consider joining in order to secure our adventures far into the future. Thank you.
There you go. You can come off now. I don't know why it turns past it there. I think I'll go direct to this one here. I'm not going to turn in here to here. Direct avenue, please. Thank you. So nice intercept then. A lot more to be done in this. P3, welcome. Says, why is my game not responding when I start? He says, it's better to run with Windows 10 or Windows 11. I'm on 10 now. I don't know if it makes a difference, really. You know, Deffer. I'll call you Deffer, DEFR underscore DJDAVYP3. I think it doesn't, it depends on your PC. You know, if you got a high-end new PC, Windows 11. If it's a new PC, Windows 11. If it's an older one, Windows 10 is fine. And welcome, by the way, Deffer. I'll call you Deffer. Davey. Brilliant, Davey. Welcome, Davey. Do hit the old, what's the button there to watch the channel? Welcome. Nice to have new people on board. We're learning the 737, Davey. He says, it's unlocked now. See if it's see if it works. But Davey, if you're getting into the sim lately, right? Don't forget to join our Discord. Look up Gripper Sim Discord. It's free. There's no paywall. You can always fly along with this while we're streaming on the North European server. We're always on the North European server. Furthermore, you can friend me on not an Xbox, but within the Microsoft Flight Simulator, and you'll see where I am flying. Switching now to QNH. I missed that, Robert. I was behind you. You said check the green banana, go level change, 220 knots speed brake, then flaps 5. So now, Robert, I'm thinking is when I'm on the approach, this will change so I can manually change it. Am I right? So, go level change. Will I do that now, Robert? Just say yes or no. So you were saying check green banana, go level change, 220 knots speed brakes. I think that's, I have to write that down, right? So level change. That does do it. Okay. Then select my speed to 200 knots. 220. Sorry, 220. Speed brake then plus 5. Okay. So going up to the 10-mile ring now. Just one more step on my drink. I better make this a good one. 11.7 DME. Final turn now. Final turn, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be landing shortly. Please ensure your seat and tables is in the upright position
and the safety
belt is secured. Our cabin attendants will be around shortly to prop up intoxicated passengers. If your baby is screaming during the approach, please ensure they are stored in the soundproof overhead locker.
On the approach.
On behalf of Gripper Team and Producer Buttons, we would like to thank you for taking a massive risk during this mostly dangerous flight. Thank you.
We're on it. We captured it. Captured it. At 5 miles out, I'm going to go flaps 15 gear down, and then we'll follow the speeds as we go. So approach speed, as I said, is going to be 153 knots, 30 flaps. Oh, you like the announcement, Davo? I'm going to keep getting confused, Davey. You might change your name at some point. Davey, I'll remember though. I will remember if you stay on. Do join us. Do hit the follow button though. Hit the follow. And maybe when I learn more, I can teach you some stuff. Hopefully, maybe. Well, Robert's teaching me and I'm teaching you. Recorder's on. Let's check the flight recorder or the sim recorder there. You notice I turned all these down. It's bizarre. It's bizarre because it does actually blind you a little bit. This clock is too bright. I'm using an L. How do I turn it down? Okay, I'm gonna have to ignore it. I'm too late now for that. Okay, we're coming up to 5 miles now. We're on the ILS. We're gonna go manual now in a second. In fact, I want to go manual now. I'm gonna risk it for a biscuit. Disconnecting the autopilot. I have control and flaps 15. Gear down. It's going to be a big move into the airplane now. Does it go up or does it go down? Where's the balloon? There's no wind, so well, there is 13 knots in the way. It's not bumpy. I didn't say speed check, so I'll do that the next time. So for flaps 30 down. 177, isn't it? Ah, there's the balloon there, look. I'm at half scale. Let's go around there right now. That's a disaster. Disaster, folks. Let's see the runway. Over. 1,000. See my shame there at the cameras. Fucker. See, you take your eyes off it for a second and you're screwed. You know, when you're looking at the cameras for the stream, and going too fast and everything. So fucking, I'm gonna go around. Hit the toggle button. Toggle button. Flaps 15. No, wait. Flaps 15. Going around. I stuffed it up. Punishment. Flap 15. 15 degrees. Gear up. Pause brake, gear up. I'm gonna fly it manually too. Up to 2,500 feet. I'm gonna take a right, an early right. I'm gonna intercept that again. Flaps up to 5 now. See, I was looking at the stream there, folks. Now I'm gonna fly this manually this time because I screwed it up, and I could do it with the practice. Could we all do it with the practice? 2,500 feet. I'm gonna take an early right here. I think I took the 2, what have I got, flaps 5. I was a little bit early with the flaps there, I'm presuming. 2.5. That there, maybe. Don't go down. See, I looked away. Right, I want 220 knots. Well, that's easy because the other throttle's on. But I want 2,500 feet, please. Don't descend. I'm nervous. Remind you, folks. Flaps up. Less is more. You can't see the control column. You know, so you fly this in autopilot all the time, you can't. I'm going to get this to 2,500. It's just the flaps are coming up now. Now they're up now, so it should be kind of stable. Gears up, flaps are up, lights are as they are. We're going round. On a manual. Landing this time. Sterile cockpit, folks. I was reading the comment there, you know, for Javo and chatting away. And that's what happened there. I was not flying the airplane. That's what happened. That's fascinating to see it. And I started off thinking I could do that on purpose. I got fuel problems. Oh, is that what you mean by the kilograms? We got fuel problems as well now. That's what happens. We're 5 miles out. Let's turn downwind now. Right. I know. I don't know, I feel it's going to be very embarrassing. Get up there. Come on. I'm going to do this entirely manually now. I'd like to actually take over the throttle as well. You know, it's punishment. Would that be unwise? Let's be unwise. Auto throttle off now, we're screwed. Right, we're totally manual now, folks. 220 knots. That's 8.6. We're going to turn into it now gently. One second. Can we turn in now? No, let's go further out. Let's give myself a chance here to get to fly this thing. So, note to self. I was talking to the stream. That's it up there, folks. And then, oh god! Oh, all of a sudden, I didn't change the speed. Because you got to do it manually. That's what happened there, Robert. So it's fascinating to see how horrific things can go when you're not sterile cockpit. 220 knots, not 232. I'll take the speed back to 50% maybe and see what that gives us, and then I can calculate it from there and kind of figure it out. I'm getting up to speed in here. 11 miles, let's turn in. The turn will slow us down for 10 knots for sure. A high level of concentration. I'm only going to talk about what I'm doing now, folks. I have to ignore the comments. Robert's spotting his nails going, what's he going to do now? After everything I've taught him. You know. 220 knots, watch the speed. That's 217, that's not what I asked for. 216 now. 60%. Well, get up there. A little bit more apart. 220 knots, please. I'm trying to give myself a nice angle to turn on. 220 knots. I'm going to put down flaps 1 now. I'm really putting myself into display here now. If I balance this up now, I'll be embarrassed. Okay, let's go back to 200 knots. Ah! That was the balloon, and I looked away, you see? I looked away. Gotta start turning now. It's alive. Keep it 2.5. Turn. Turn, turn, turn. Yeah, I know there's a fear problem here. Where's the wind coming from? Coming from the left. Okay, fine. Let's slow down now to 200 knots. Flaps 5 now. Watch for the balloon. Going back to 2.5. What heading would give me a good... That bloody heading. And then... That's 2.5. I've no flight director rather. To hell with the flight director then. I'm capturing it now. I'll give it power off, coming down. I'm gonna get ready early. Flaps 15. Gear down. I don't want the aircraft going all over the shop on me. Just good. Trim the fucking thing. Get down. 800 feet a minute I'm looking for. Get a bit more power back. Flaps to 30. Then we will be configured. Look for half scale. Look for, what was it, 168 knots odd. It's danger now, getting too slow and forgetting about the power. Okay folks, we're manual now. I'm not going to look out for as long as possible. I see my eyes looking up at the screen. Watch it. Trimmy. Come on, so maybe pitching up now and slow down that aircraft a little bit. Look at Pascal. We got lots of speed for sure. Get on it all the way down. Go Pascal. Go Pascal. Go Pascal. Go Pascal. I can stick it at 150 for the moment if you don't mind. Is it 160 or something? See, I've gone blind. Don't worry about the traffic. Okay, I'm visual. Let's keep it on the ILS though. That's why I have 2 people on the aircraft. Let's make this a smooth one. See, it's taking us in too high. That's flight sim for you at the moment. I wish they'd fix that. You know, it's taking us way too high. Watch that speed. I want a crab. I want to see. I want to feel that crab now.
Approaching minimums.
I'm getting the crab. I can feel it now. Minimums. Continue landing. Clears down. 3 greens. I don't care about the ILS telling me now. It's going to tell me too low. I want to get those touchdown markers. Too slow. I know that Robertshire. You're going ballistic.
30, 20, 10.
There you go. It's been down on its own. Not quite in the centre line, but that'll do. And reverse thrust. I didn't know the spoilers either, but they seem to go up anyway. 60 knots. And off we go. So, sterile cockpit, folks. That's what happened there. So what mistakes did I make today? Let's halt here and just review that and then we'll clean up. And then we'll do we'll look at the replay. Halt here. There we go. Let's clean up. Hotel. Go up. Parker brake on. Parker brake on. And flaps back up. Transponder to... only... no, off. Standby. What am I talking about? Oh, man. APU can come on. Lights can come off. When we turn off lights, taxi lights can come on. You can turn them off when you get close to the stand, I believe. It's starting. Back to auto. And now to the checklist. 16.5. What have we got? Pounds. I thought I changed that to kilograms. Do you know? Oh, it was the center tanks. That's why it was giving out about fuel. Because I looked at it and go, oh, 20. What? That should be kilograms, no? Okay, so we had plenty of fuel at the end. Okay, so that wasn't a problem really at all. So just to confirm, Robert, I'm going to write this down now, right? So 5, let me go back a bit. He said something else there that's important. At 5 mile ring, flaps 5, with speed brake. Okay, set that already there. Something else I wanted to check. Yeah, check the green banana. Go level change at 220 knots, speed brake, then flaps 5. So, Robert, what you're saying there, are you saying that when I'm coming in for approach, because I'm not too sure, I thought I would bring it in automatically and change the speeds automatically. I'm not too sure about that. It's like the Airbus, you know. The Airbus will take you practically all the way down, and all you've got to do is brake, right? With the autopilot on. So, in this aircraft, when I'm coming in for approach, do I have to switch to level change? And then physically change it to 220 knots, and then my speed for the flaps, and then the this approach speed, you know? What does it do it automatically? I don't know. But the mistake I made there, I was chatting, it was blatantly obvious, because I didn't go, because I had it all manual, I didn't change the speed here down to whatever it was, 168. Was it 168? So that was the issue. It's all gone from there now. So I don't know about that. I don't know how that... I'm not too clear on it. Anyway, there we go. Let's go back to the brakes off. Let's go into Dublin and have a look around, folks. Let's see what it looks like as we come to the gate with the new version 2. Auto brake off as well. 100%. Off. God. Oh, God. Off. There you go. So it's evening golden hour here in Dublin, folks. I have to install the subtle taxi ribbon as well. So we'll use that. I call it the baby wheels. There we go. Going uphill, it feels like to me. Really? We're going uphill? All that power on. All top. Yeah, the head is right. And finally, you already had flown the approach in your head for yourself. You headed the aircraft a bit more. You're absolutely right there. Yeah, that's my fault by reading the comments. So I saw Davo was on. Davo was on. I was going, Davo here. Yeah, you know, I was going, yeah, join the Discord and all this kind of stuff, and you can find me on Facebook. And as I was saying that, then I was looking over here, you know, and I didn't change the speeds here, you know. I didn't change the speeds, and then we're going too fast, and then I went around, so that's that problem. There you go. But this will all be learnt as we go, like the Airbus. Airbus now is easy for me. Now when I say the Airbus is easy for me as a simmer, then 1% of the real thing is so I like to look at it. I only know the one. If I can get from A to B reasonably well, that's 1% of what they actually do. Because it is. They can fly from A to B, but that's 1% in my mind. It could be more, I don't know. So, Dublin, folks. Let's get some help with regards to getting taxi. Let's see, to the ground here and get some baby legs. Taxi to gates, please. Don't bring me to some silly place. Taxiing to gate. See, I use the taxiway M cross around front. I'm going to do this instead. Do Heathrow. Heathrow, follow the green lines. Follow the green, they say in Heathrow. Follow the green. I couldn't believe that when I saw it there one day in Heathrow, because it's a mystery to me to taxiing around these airports. You know, I'm sure they would study it a lot more than I do on the sim. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure there's a little bit more to it. Because you got to study the plates and you know where you're taxiing before you get there, etc, etc. You probably go to the same place all the time, a lot. But Heathrow, right? I was watching a video to try and figure out, oh, am I going to figure out this taxiing? And they just said, yeah, follow the green. And I'm going, what? And what to do is in Heathrow, they just only leave the green lights on that you're following. Though the other ones to the left and to the right are off. It's just straight ahead, which is fascinating. Isn't that fascinating? I think that's really cool. Because that must be an awful... You know, your work's only starting here, you know? You're only starting when you get to the other side of the... of your flight. And the taxiing could be... You can't reverse. You can't just turn around. But I was amazed at Heathrow. Very clever. Do you know? Really is very clever. There's one of the boys there hovering. Well, let's speed it up here and get to it. Oh yeah, the Pro-Pete icing. Let's switch that off, did I? Pro-Pete. Auto. Oh, leave it on auto. Yes, thank you, Robert. Robert says, leave Pro-Pete on auto. I see that it has auto option installed. Basically, you don't have to touch it again until you are in freezing conditions. It will automatically turn on and off in normal conditions. Yeah, I did notice that. I just switched it. I didn't even see the auto. I just assumed it was off. I just went, yeah, flick, flick, you know. And I've been doing that for a while now, the last 2 weeks. Flick, flick. So it's auto. So auto is that weight and wheel. So now that I'm on the ground, it'll, you know. So I had no icing on. I think I needed it. Great, thank you, Robert. That's auto. Just these little things you don't notice unless someone tells you. Well, unless you spend more time studying the damn thing, which I do not. So I'm very bold. Go ahead for a bit here now. I love the rain. And I know you all love the wipers. I know lights here. Alright, this time there should be lights, no? Keep going straight then. Look at the lights on. No, I didn't turn them on. It's still not working. There's the old terminal building there. Where's it bringing us down here? Is it going to bring us halfway around the world again, folks? No, it's not. Robert says mine doesn't have the auto option on purpose, so I have to do more. Yeah. I say, Robert, you know, once you get to... It takes a while, doesn't it? When you're, you know, casually taking it like I am. It takes a while to get all these little things, one thing at a time. The Airbus, I'm easy flying it from A to B, but the learning curve now has dipped right off because I'm not spending it, because I'm trying to learn this one. You see? Oh, let's go nighttime. Give me some lights here. Let's get the lights on here. Let's change a little bit darker here, and then we'll go back to daylight for the replay. That's not good. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what it looks like at night time, folks. Let's see, keep going straight forward. Where are they taking us? Where are they taking us, folks? Let's turn the 2 there. It's very atmospheric with all the traffic going around, folks, isn't it? Very atmospheric. It's going to take us all the way to the end here. There's an aircraft coming into land. Like 2.8 there. There's a Ryanair I can see off in the distance. That's bizarre. Look. That's really cool. Let's take a left here. Oh yeah, it's taking us halfway around the world. Dublin's now turning into a Heathrow. There's another one coming in. Dublin's like, it's like a Heathrow, you know? It's going to be not far off. What have we got? 3 runways for both sides, no? It's getting big for a small country. It must be a very popular country for people to come to because we've got a big airport. What, 4 million people? 4 million people? Big. Well, of course, here's the other thing, folks. This is why it's so big. Because they won't let anyone else build an airport anywhere in the country. They won't let you do it. They won't let you do it in Arklow. No. No, they won't let you build a... They won't let you... in Western Airport, they won't allow the commercial aircraft come in. They don't want them to have an ILS or extend the runway. No. No, you can't. It's all Dublin. Go to Dublin. You want to go to Ireland, you got to go to the gatekeepers, folks. Arenta. Yeah, go to Dublin only. You can't have it. No, I'd love to be able to go to Arklow. To fly somewhere on holidays. I'm not going to Dublin Airport, sorry. I ain't doing it. I'm not going to Dublin Airport. I can't see a thing here. That's why I keep turning around the baby wheels. But no, you know, you can't have it easy. Waterford have permission to extend their runway only. That'll take 20 years. That'll take 20 years. I don't think it'll be closed down. That'll take 20 years. I guarantee you it'll take 20 years. We'll make a bet. This is recorded now. It's going to tell me it's found. Oh. Was that telling me? That's a... Is that going to tell me when to stop? Yes, 17, 16, 12. Oh, better start slowing down here. 7 meters to go. Come on, 7 meters to go. 6. Well done, MK Studios. 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. And the gate comes automatically. I better put the brake on, just, you know, I'm getting off and stuff. Okay, so it's all okay. Your man seemed happy he didn't have a job to do there. He's swinging his arms around. There goes Aer Lingus. Well done, NK Studios. This, they've done that is really cool. That's really cool. Rendition of Dublin Airport, folks, from MK Studios. Look at it, even that's absolutely stunning. I love your man here. He's swinging his arms around. You know, cold day, and the brothers. Cold day, and I love this. This is standard here with MK Studios. I don't have to buy an add-on. So when I see MK Studios now, I'm going to be buying their airports. I bought Lisbon actually. I bought Lisbon. They didn't have this, but it must be an older one. But look, they don't have all the terminal windows. They don't have much people moving either. It's nice when you come to the gate, you see all that kind of atmospheric look, you know. Yeah. Very good night lighting as well, folks, isn't it? Okay, that's one of the last part. So we've got a mixture of real people flying. We've got the real world traffic as well here. So you'll notice there's one or two planes kind of mating, you know, on top of each other, you know. That's pretty cool. Very well done. Let's switch to daylight now and do the replay, folks. No, not ATC. We want to go to daylight. We want to see a shadow, hopefully. No, we're not going to see any shadows today. Let's leave it at that. Not the best flight I've ever done, in all fairness, folks. And this 737 yesterday went much better than this. So Robert Himes, thank you very much. He says just one thing. Robert Himes on Twitch. He says just one thing. I was planning on mentioning about GPSL input when aligning the IRS. The last position coordinates will use the last known position of the aircraft in the IRS. And sorry. The last position coordinates will use the last known position the aircraft was in the IRS's active, which could be anywhere. Aircraft gets towed away to other gates or maintenance areas all the time, I know, for work in Schiphol. So for the sake of the most accuracy, go to GPSL. I thought I did. Did I? Did you see it? Did I not? Where was it? Here? It has 2 in here, right and left. I did. Oh, great. Thank you, Robert. Thank you very much. I did. It's just different now because we've landed. You see, it's all changed. I don't know how. It just seems to reset everything. I don't know how that works, and everything's reset when you land. Anyway, that's Robert. Thank you very much for your help. It's great. Next, it's fantastic. Amazing flight Gripperson, says Randy Phillip. Happy days. Inbuilds are developing JFK add-on at last, says David White. That's great. Some Randy Phillips says, Quaggy, if you saw... Oh, you're talking to Quaggy. It's landing. Quaggy says, just landed in... What's Quaggy? Can't see any constant Quaggy there. You're just talking to each other anyway, okay. Let's catch up with the guns. Okay, let's do the replay. You've got to look after producer buttons, folks. Where are you? Where's the replay? Icons all over the shop here. There we go. Let's do the replay, folks. Putting the flaps down to 30 as they were, so it won't record the flaps or the landings for takeoff or landing. Well, it will record the flaps, the reverses and this, but nothing else is recorded. Just the approach into landing. So stop recording. Replay. Let's pause the replay. I'm not going to do the takeoff. Oh, I do the takeoff. Do you want me to do the takeoff? Okay, let's do the takeoff. Let's pause. It's going to go ballistic. So it only records the, doesn't record everything, unfortunately. Now let's see if it comes that tail got to the ground, shall we? Let's go right down here. And we're seeing a replay. Let's see in the row here what happened. Very loud, I know. I look at it, it's subtle dip in the runway, it's fantastic. Right, I must have been looking away there or something. Oh, it's very close to the ground, the tail, isn't it? Not really. I just want to watch that one more time from the back, maybe a little bit closer. A subtle dip in the runway, fantastic. Just coming from London Heathrow. What was that about? Oh, I was talking. Oh yeah, I was trying to get the nav working again on takeoff road, which is very clever. We're very close, isn't it? There you go. Let's have a look at frames here. Now it's going to go bing bong. It's going to go bing bong, folks, so bear with me. I'm going to put on an MSI afterburner. We're going to see the frames per second. Take off from Heathrow, 45 frames a second, which is one of the most complicated airports on the simulator. Adult settings. Excellent, let's pause that. Let's go towards our landing here. I'd like to view the go around, but it won't record everything. That was our configuration. We did have flaps down. Obviously not to take off. So we'll get an angle here so we can see all three wheels. Resume replay, folks. I'll take my face off for the moment. There's our approach. Robert says, yeah, I did. I just want you to explain why about the GPS. Yeah, you're absolutely spot on. Thank you. I remember that from last time. Thanks. Now, YouTube, sorry folks, amazing fact ever since I ran to put up in, yeah, I read that. Some random Philip saying, Quaggy, if he saw you, if he was at the stream, I think you're saying there, what would you rate the landing as? Let's have a look and see what it says here. I didn't see the landing rate there. Some random Philip says, just landed in front of Quaggy and after a rough mess up with the autopilot not following the route, I got a good landing and I think I'm proud of. Got GPWS callouts as well. Great. One thing, I know, have I learned anything new today? No, not really. I have reconfirmed some stuff. You know, Robert Times on Twitch there has helped me to review some stuff and to confirm bits and pieces. But there we go, we're visual now. Look. It's all manual. I'll take that. I'm not happy with messing it up though today. I had a good day yesterday, I suppose. Well, no, the day before yesterday with the 737, because it's 737 Airbus, 737 Airbus at the moment, isn't it? Probably have to do the two of them. Oop. 34 feet per minute, not bad. And the nose wheel doesn't go crazy. So it was a good enough landing. There we go. Let's have a look at the side from the side of the landing. Let's pause that. We're going to do a side look now, and then we're going to do passenger view. .70 frames a second, between 65 and 70. I'm getting up here, so that's not bad. We never do a view from the front, do we? Let's do that today, shall we? Let's do that, and then we'll do a passenger view, shall we? Because I know this is the favourite bit for most. You included. Let's get a nice face view on here with the whole lot. We haven't done that before. Resume replay. Yeah, 40, 50 frames, 20, high 40s, 50s. That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Pause that again and do passenger view, folks. Okay. What side here? Camera a little bit so we can see. And resume replay, folks. That's a scary view for the passengers. So that's what I'm getting with a 4090, sorry, just 4090 with a 13K processor. Ultra settings a little bit more because I've put the sliders up a little bit, so we're getting 860s now. 65, I don't know if you can see it in the upper left hand corner. I don't know if those lift dumpers were up like that on the way down. They were definitely off. Or armed. I don't think I armed them actually. And touchdown. 180 feet per minute. There you go, folks. That's what we see. Brilliant. Well, that was fun. I know it's glitching there. All the lights are flashing like crazy. It doesn't record those either. It doesn't record anything, to be honest with you. Oddly enough, P3D is a version from P3D version 1 is a version of Flight Sim X, and they use Flight Sim P3D for commercial flight simulators. For the likes of the Redbird in America, so on and so forth. But they can't use this because it doesn't record anything. Do you know? Let's just get the cameras back on so I can say thank you to the following. Let me just get this thing here, move it so you can see something happening. There we go. So thank you to, let's have our last read of the comments there. I see some of you on there. Coffee D says Gripper PC specs. Oh wow, Coffee D, thank you. Processor, it's a 3900K GPU and 4090 RAM 36, and I got M.2 drives up the wazoo. Thank you, some random Philip. Interesting livery choice. I don't have a great choice. I haven't downloaded a lot of liveries. Should have been, you know, Ryanair perhaps. I don't think Ryanair have the 900ER. I don't know. Well, it is an interesting livery choice. I do give you that much. I'd have to expand my liveries. I don't have much of a choice. Okay, says Robert. Thank you very much, Robert. He's off to bed. Alarm clock in 4.5 hours. See you soon. See you soon, Robert. Thank you very much for your help. A round of applause for everybody. Thank you very much, Von Beardingham. You know, for super chatting £10. You're a star. I hope you learned something. I know I did. I kind of learned more this time what not to do. And what I remember next time after flying the Airbus on Monday. Sorry, Tuesday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'd be flying the Airbus, then the 737, then the Airbus and the 737. I'm tempted to try the Dreamliner next week for shits and giggles, because it's similar to this, you know. So Von Beardingham, thank you very much to you and everyone watching, because all the people watching here are contributors to the channel, you know, here we are. So thank you all very much. A round of applause for you folks, you know. A round of applause for everybody. Thank you very much, and have a great weekend. It is Friday after all. Go out and get hammered. Get hammered. Not too hammered, you know. Do what you're going to do. But have a good one. Have a good week. I just look at the button here for the outro screen. So folks, thank you very much. Dublin V2, by the way, thumbs up from me. And we'll see you very soon. Ciao, ciao. Have a great weekend again.